Now, there are others who are like, just to say, no matter what you do, then there are people who will be trolling you nonstop. We have seen the trends. Currently, we are seeing a lot of those, right? So, the toxicity that one faces, okay, it is easy to say you can avoid toxic people and, move on. But this is a field where you're connected, everybody is connected to every other person. So, the person whom you think could be toxic could be also highly influential, who could spoil your career. So when these things happen, how does a musician combat with it? Because they're scared of the scenario. They're scared of their reputation because that is more the thing at stake. And once it is gone, it is hard for them to, or it's psychologically they feel it's hard for them to battle and take their career forward. This is happening to a lot of younger generation musicians also, not just senior artists. Of course, more for the senior artists because they are already well known.
So, in terms of people who are facing these things, I agree that it is easy for people to say that things are there. But then, certainly, the one thing which needs to be kept in mind is about the locus of control. So, when we say locus of control, there are certain things which are under our influence and certain things which are not under influence. If I sit here and if I decide that 4 years later who's going to be the American president, so I certainly will not have the power to decide that. But then what is under the purview of my control is something which I should be working on, because the mind is, for the lack of a better word, used to be framed as a jumping monkey which jumps from one place to another. So the basic element of doubt or basic element of fear which may be there in an individual, through various means, be it social media or anyone, can multifold jump and can multiply itself by a humongous, and which may result in a lot of thoughts which may not be true or which may not be possible or which may not happen. Agree that there are various situations where people feel threatened. However, it is imperative on our part to make sure that what are the things under our control has to be done, because there are various situations and various scenarios wherein people will threaten, that we feel threatened that their entire livelihood is on stake. But somehow, if you're able to frame your mind, so that's where the cognitive rewiring part takes place. So it is not, because people have these beliefs not for 1 day, for 2 days, and for 3 days. So if you're able to rewire your mind through various therapies, so there is one of the famous things which is present across the world is something called as cognitive behavioral therapy. So cognitive, what it does is, there are various thoughts and belief which an individual has. Those may be true or those may be distortions as well. They may feel that if today I do not perform well in the RTP that I have, then my career might be finished, because so and so individual or organizer may come and they may feel that I'm not capable. But then that particular thought may multiply, and it may result in a cognitive distortion which we never know. So such therapies, for example CBT, it involves changing the thought to changing the behavior. So the thought is first rewired, then the emotion, and then the behavior. So that's the sequence. And because when I say behavior, the behavior is the end element or the end stage of the thought which happens. So a person might feel at that point of time that they have a thought, this might happen, and the behavior might come out like they may feel even more anxious. The behavior might manifest in some other way, like that person may not attend concerts or think of quitting. So such behaviors are the end result, and we need to target the primary thought which is there, and so that we can help people. So this is just one of those approaches. There are other approaches, as I mentioned, that mindfulness. So such things, if we are able to do, so mindfulness is not a one medium. So there are mindfulness eating, mindfulness diary, mindfulness breathing. So many approaches wherein mindfulness, if you see, so one of those best techniques that people advise is that you need to maintain a mindfulness diary. Be grateful for two things each and every day. It might range from your mother making breakfast for you, right from someone saying a good morning. So these things overall, if you see, science has proven that if we are able to practice certain therapies, then those help in the long run as well.
Beautiful.